Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the very documents that shape the corporate world. And today we are diving into Loop Industries Incorporated's latest filings. And let's just say there is a new partnership brewing in Europe that could change the game for plastic recycling. Before we dive in, if you love getting the inside scoop from these official filings, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And hey, we've got a fantastic community over on Discord sharing insights, linked in the description below, so hop on over and join the conversation. Alright, so Loop Industries Incorporated, ticker LOOP. On Nasdaq has dropped some interesting news. This filing mostly talks about a big partnership agreement they've inked in Europe. Think of it as a major step in their plan to tackle plastic waste across the Atlantic. The core of this report is about a new joint venture called Infinite Loop Europe SAS, or JV for short. It is essentially a team-up between Loop Industries Incorporated and a company called RCE, which is part of the Reed Management SAS group. This JV is all about building and running plants in Europe that use Loop Industries Incorporated special technology to upcycle plastic. You know, turning old plastic back into new, high-quality stuff instead of just, well, trash or less useful materials. So what does this security holders agreement entail? Well, it is the rulebook for how this new European venture will operate. Loop Industries Incorporated and RC are going to own this JV together, with RC holding a big chunk, 90%, and Loop Industries Incorporated holding the remaining 10%. This setup is designed to get their recycling plants up and running across Europe. The agreement also lays out how they will evaluate chances to build these plants, how they will fund them, and importantly, it talks about licensing. Now, this next part is crucial for Loop Industries Incorporated. They are making sure they keep control of their core technology. The agreement confirms that Loop Industries Incorporated still owns its smart ideas, its intellectual property, while the JV will have permission to use it. This is a smart move, as it ensures Loop Industries Incorporated can continue to innovate and potentially license its technology elsewhere too. And here is an interesting financial detail. RC is putting in a €10 million loan to get things started. This money will help pay for the first round of royalty payments for using Loop Industries Incorporated S technology under a license agreement. This loan is set to mature in late 2027 with the possibility of an extension. It shows RCA is committed to getting this European operation off the ground and provides some initial funding. How will this JV be run? Well, it is structured as a French company overseen by a CEO and potentially a deputy CEO, both being suggested by RCA and approved by a board. This board will have 4 directors, with Loop Industries Incorporated only getting to nominate one director while RCA gets to nominate the rest. This gives RCA a significant say in how the JV is managed and steered, which is understandable given their 90% ownership. However, there are specific deals, especially those that could accidentally reveal Loop Industries Incorporated as secrets or truly hurt the JV or smaller investors, that will need everyone on the board to agree unanimously. When it comes to selling or transferring ownership in this JV, there are some restrictions. Both RCE and Loop Industries Incorporated will have to wait for certain periods, called lockup periods, to end before they can easily sell their shares. But like most complex deals, there are exceptions and other rights involved, such as the right to sell your shares if someone else is selling theirs, or if a major shareholder wants to sell. And finally, looking at the signatures, this report was signed off by Nicolas Lafond, who is Loop Industries Incorporated S Interim Chief Financial Officer. This is pretty standard for these types of filings, just confirming the company is officially submitting this information. So, what is my take on all of this? Well, Loop Industries Incorporated is making a big play in Europe, and this joint venture with RCA is a significant step. On one hand, it shows ambition and a strategic move to expand their recycling technology into a major market. The financial commitment from RCA is a good sign of their belief in the venture. However, the 90/10 ownership split and RCE. As majority on the board does mean Loop Industries Incorporated has less direct control over the day operations and strategic decisions within Europe. The success of this partnership hinges on how well Loop Industries Incorporated S technology performs in these new plants and how smoothly the collaboration with RCA functions. The risk here is less about Loop Industries Incorporated S core technology and more about the execution and management of this specific European JV. It will be interesting to watch how this partnership unfolds and if it lives up to the promise of scaling up plastic recycling in Europe. Alright, that is our breakdown of Loop Industries Incorporated S latest filing. What is your take on this European joint venture and what it means for the company S future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps us out. And be sure to subscribe for more deep dives like this. And don't forget to check out our Discord community in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.